exchange of information. And we have today, like with me trying to email these professors and not getting responses. I'm emailing the people who I know are the professionals. They are the people with the knowledge on these subjects, and I don't get information back. I don't get the mutual exchange of information, which we could have. I could have a beneficial mutual exchange of information between professors, between me and a professor, because I have questions and ideas and things that if I'm allowed to talk about them to people, we can both mutually reason out and think out these ideas and use our own critical thinking to see how they fit into everything. And we can progress and advance through that. But because we are not communicating with each other for some reason or another, these things are not happening. This progression cannot happen because I do not have the connection with a professor or a professional. I'm stuck here in isolation talking to a camera rather than writing books with professors, rather than discussing things with other people who are interested in what I'm interested in. I think a lot of it comes down to it's not identifiable by any one. It's not one problem. It's a blending and a conglomeration of multiple different problems, not the least of which is people being easily offended by opposing viewpoints. Facebook has created this kind of people forming their own little Facebook cliques depending on the subjects that they're talking about and the beliefs that they have. They form various little Facebook circles. So when somebody comes in and into one of those circles and challenges those beliefs, the people that are already in that circle collectively agree to ignore the challenge to their beliefs. And they can better do so by just not responding to the person's issue or complaint. They can, because there's no face-to-face communication, there's none of this, oh, I'm actually talking to a real living, breathing, conscious, feeling person. It's a computer screen, and you can say, fuck you, go away. Whoa, dude. I just figured out how to do something different on my computer. But yeah, typing fuck you, go away. You can do that and not have to worry about that person's immediate reaction. Their immediate, hey, that's not right. Don't talk to me like that. They don't have to face that because it's on a computer. They don't have to see the person react to it. And so there's less emotional conflict or less emotion being tugged at by the person response. So we can more easily exclude ideas that we don't want, which is not a good thing. That's mental isolation. You're isolating your ideas. When you isolate your ideas and they're not challenged, you cannot build up your ideas, and you can't have the natural selection of ideas without different ideas. So where are we going as a society? Where we're blocking out opposing viewpoints or things that we might get offended by. Who cares if you get offended by it? Jesus Christ. It really is it's more damaging than you know. People getting offended, this political correctness or whatever. I can see not being a dick. You don't want to be a dick to people. But there's a difference between being a dick to somebody for the purpose of trying to piss them off and just saying, hey, I disagree with you. I think you're wrong. That's not, you're not being a dick. You're just saying, hey, I am trying to reason out what you're saying and it doesn't work. I think you're wrong. Maybe we should discuss this. Me saying I think you're wrong is me trying to initiate an intelligent discussion about that topic to try and better understand it. What we're doing today is isolating our own minds, and at the same time we're isolating our own minds from foreign ideas, we are reaffirming the ideas that we like with other people who also like those ideas. So Facebook allows us to connect with those people who have the same ideas, and we can validate each other's beliefs. People like my dad says, oh, go to church, fellowship with other believers. It's good to fellowship with other believers. You know why it's good to fellowship with other believers? Because they believe the same thing. They're going to reaffirm your beliefs. They're going to validate you. You're going to feel good because your beliefs are validated. Now, when you go outside the church and you confront an atheist and you start talking about him, well, his beliefs run counter to yours. Well, you have that, I'm offended. Flight or fight mechanism is initiated. You don't like it. You want to get away from it. And so you do, and you go back to church where, once again you're accepted, and you feel that, I'm accepted again. And that feels good, and I think that feeling of acceptance is often confused with a feeling of spirituality. Yeah. More on this eventually, but I think I'm running out of time here. So that's that.